Hi everyone, as promised I'm back again with a third make using the Precious Moments element sheet. If I just show you the items I made before, I made the tag as you can see here, and then I made a card here. And what I'm going to do now is make one more card, and all of these will have been made out of one 12 by 12 element sheet, which is the Precious Moments by Mintay. So I've got my card blank there. This is a 6 by 6, and what I've done is I've taken a piece of craft card, I roughened up the edges, and I've just embossed around the edge with like an enamel embossing powder. So I'm going to stick that onto the front of my card here. So if I just get my tape and put that on. Sometimes it's nice to have like the embossing powder on the edge just to give a different look to your cards. So we'll just put this on here. And it's amazing as well how much you can get out of just one element sheet, how much you can actually make out of it. So I'll just take the backing off here so I can show you. Oh, that's all come off. Let me just try it from here. That's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that now onto the front of my card like that. Make sure it's central. Take those bits away. Or just press it down. You can of course use a wet glue if you prefer. Now I've got a piece of wood style card. Again, I've just roughened up the edges, and I'm going to stick that on here as well. So I'll just move that out of the way for a second. Put a bit more tape. Wet glue is fine to use if you prefer, or the glue runner tapes. Okay, so we'll bring our card base back again, and we'll put this on. We've got that in the centre like that. Okay, that's lovely. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to roll that just a little bit like that, and I think I'll do it in the opposite corner as well. So I'm just rolling it around the edge of my poke tool. So there, can you see we've got these two rolled edges. So now what I've done is, if I just show you some of the bits that I've got cut out. So I've got a frame cut out. I've got some of my muslin that I love using, and these are some of the elements. I've got just a little bit of pearl ribbon there as well, and then a little wooden sentiment. So now it's a case of just building the card up. I'll move those to one side. So let's have a look. So I'm thinking of possibly putting that across there like that. So I'm just going to place it all on first, and then when I think I'm happy with it, then I'll pop it on. Something like that. Let's see. That one like that. So it's just a case of playing to see how you like the look. Perhaps pop that just behind there. And then I've got my Mr. and Mrs. which I could put there. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So now it's a case of just putting it all on. And of course, if you're if you've got a smartphone, you could actually take a picture of how it looks when you're happy with it. And then you can keep referring back to your picture. Okay, so again, if you're using the hot glue, just be careful that you don't burn yourself. So I've stuck that piece on there like that, and I'm going to put that on at a bit of an angle. So I think I'm just going to use a few foam pads on this. So I'm just going to cut a few up, just for the width. I'm just going to pop these on the back of my frame. Oops. And they can be quite sticky, these, so I find them sticking to you all over the place. I'm just going to cut that one up as well. And pop those in the middle just for a little bit more support. There we go. Oops. That's it. It'd rather stick to me, I think, than the paper. Right, I'll just take these backing bits off. Okay, we'll bring the card back in. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on here at a bit of an angle, like that. Okay, now I've got that little piece of pearl ribbon, lace rather, so I'm going to just stick that in there like that. Might just trim that down just a touch because it's slightly too wide. Oops. Let's have a look. Is that a bit better? Yeah, that's fine. So I'm just going to run a little bit of glue for my glue gun just across here for it to hold. I'll pop that in there like that. There we go. You can just see how that looks there. Okay, so now I've got this piece here that I'd cut out, which I'm going to put on here. So I'm going to use some foam pads again. And then I might also just put a bit of glue from the glue gun on the top just to secure it a bit more. And of course I'm using the foam pads because I want that little bit of height. So I'll take my backing pieces off. And we'll just have a little bit of glue on each one. Bring it back. And I'm going to pop that there like that. Couple of seconds for the glue to take. Right, so now it's a case of the last few bits. So as you can see, it doesn't take long to build this card up at all. Once you've got all your pieces cut, then it's very, very quick. Like I said, these want to stick to me rather than the card. Oops, that's it. Bit of glue again. And I'm going to do it that way. I do love the colours on this, on the Precious Moments papers, they're so nice. Right, so we've got a little lantern there. So back with my foam pads. And I think I only need 2 on this one, just down the middle. And a bit more glue. I'm just going to pop that there, so it's just slightly under that curl. Then we had the candlestick. So I'm just going to cut some foam pads again. One more in the middle again for support. And I'm going to pop that one there like that. So it's just overlapping on there. And then I've got the smaller one, which I'll just drop down very slightly. So a bit more foam pad. This one I'm going to cut even smaller, because this piece that we've got cut out is actually quite slim. There's one piece there. And another piece there. So we just get the backing off that one. That's it. And we'll just pop this like so. And I can just see there's a little bit of the foam pad showing. So with my poker tool, I can just push that under. There we go. So now we've got our Mr. and Mrs., which I'm going to put on here. So I'm going to use a bit of wet glue, so As long as it's not blocked, I should be okay. And if when you put this on, if it comes out from underneath the bits that you're sticking on, as long as it's a glue that dries clear, you're fine. Okay, so we'll pop that in the middle. I'm just going to hold it on for a couple of seconds. That's it. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just add a few pearls to tie in with the pearls we've got on there. So these are self-adhesive ones. So I'm just going to dot these around. I just think it makes a little bit more interest on the card to look at. Pop one on there. Pop a couple inside that frame, I think. Let me see how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put one more because I always reckon to do things in odd numbers. So we'll pop one perhaps on there. Excuse me. And that's it. So that's our third card made. So you can see we've got a bit of height to it because of putting it on foam pads. So as I said, out of one sheet of 12 by 12 paper, which is the Mintay Precious Moments elements, we've made 3 cards, and we've still got some pieces that are cut out we can use on another small card. So there's card number 1. I'll just see if I can show you them like this. There's card number 2 and our tag. So I hope you've enjoyed watching those 3 videos, and if you do make any, we'd love to see them, so please feel free to email us. Excuse me. And we do have these papers in stock on our website, which is www.craftalday.co.uk. So hope to hear from you soon. Bye.